The intrinsic value of anything, a piece of music, your latest service, an ounce of gold, is simply what people believe it is. My name is Tim, and welcome. Needless to say, the value and pricing nerd that I am, when I heard Mark Cuban wrote that a value concept could make you rich, my ears perked up, and I wanted to learn more. In a recent post on his blog, linked in the description below, Mark Cuban writes a message to the barons of Wall Street and all of us members of the old guard, that Redditors and others in the store of value generation are positioned to kick our collective asses, and we are clueless. Well, what's he talking about? And what are the implications for value and pricing? Cuban begins with a precept that everyone in the value and pricing community knows, that the intrinsic value of anything, a piece of music, your latest whiz-bang software, professional services, is simply what people believe it is. We see this all the time with new products and services that deliver a step change in functionality value or process value or even social value to customers. It's the reasons that customers report they're willing to pay 5 or 10 times more than managers believe they will. In the GameStop case, Redditors see high social value. The firm is an important part of their world. In my house, Christmas would not have been the same without something from GameStop under the tree. Redditors showed they're willing to vote with their investment dollars en masse to see the firm succeed. Cuban talks about a specific kind of value. For example, a share of stock is described in financial terms as a store of value. That is, it's an asset that maintains its value rather than depreciating. Gold and precious metals are classic stores of value because their shelf lives are essentially perpetual. Same with land. They aren't making it any more of it. Now let's relate this to all the commotion about GameStop. Wall Streeters drive the perception that stocks are stores of value through their sales and marketing efforts and get rich in the process. The Redditors have disintermediated them in a big way and democratized the value creation process. It scares the hell out of them. Case in point, the old buy and sell on margin rules break down when this upstart group of Redditors exercise their power. The last point Cuban makes is that the class of assets traditionally known as stores of value is changing in a big way, and the younglings again have an advantage. He cites cryptocurrencies and NBA Top Shot as examples. Top Shot is essentially a digital playing card. Instead of a piece of cardboard with picture and stats, a Top Shot's a digital moment you own. Here's the explanation in his own words. I get to enjoy knowing I own my Maxi Kleber dunk moment, along with knowing the serial number and much more. Some people might complain that I can get the same video on the internet anywhere, anytime, and watch it. Well, guess what? I can get the same picture of any traditional physical card on the internet and print it out. And that doesn't change the value of the card. NBA Top Shot has created a digital marketplace for these moments where they can be valued, bought, and sold. Blockchain technologies make it all possible. So why do Redditors have an advantage? Again, I'll quote Mark Cuban. Old schoolers say that you need to have something tangible in order for there to be value, and we'll deal with the fraud after the fact. If we can touch it, see it, or hear it, it is real and can have value. They begrudgingly realized there was value in digital music over CDs. The new generation that has grown up in a digital world has known their entire lives that what has been of greatest value to them has been digital. To understand the implications for value and pricing in the B2B technology and services world, I'm going to leave you with a series of 5 questions to ponder. And let's start with the most obvious. 1. How are you packaging the digital value of the assets you're creating for your customers to make it easy for them to purchase? 2. Since value is what customers think it is, do you have marketing resources devoted specifically to communicating the value of those digital assets? 3. Are you guessing at the intrinsic value of those assets, or are you using trade-off research or some other methodology to quantify that value? Once you discover it, how are you monetizing the digital value of those assets? And 5, are you using branding strategies beyond the product or service to extend life cycles and create stores of value in services and digital assets? My observation is that products, services, features, benefits, and value may change over time, but the fundamental value and pricing questions you need to ask remain the same. Please leave comments and questions below, including topics you'd like me to cover. For some truly valuable digital content, enjoy this video from B.B. King and Katie Webster, the Swamp Boogie Queen. Or click here for more value and pricing secrets.